Hello everybody and welcome back to Visit Fylde Coast, and we're on the beach on Friday afternoon and it's bitter. I think it's the 15th of January, I could be wrong, but you know I'm like with dates. So I've come out to do you a vlog with a view. I was half thinking about doing a vlog without a view because I thought it was going to rain today. But no, the weather is shown us its other side again, and there's even a little bit of sun coming out as well, which you'll see in a minute when I turn round. So if you're new to Visit Fylde Coast, the first thing that you need to do is to make sure that you've subscribed and you've hit that little bell for notifications, and then you'll get alerts when we go live or when we upload new video. And at the minute, obviously, we're a little bit stymied for content. Oh, that's lovely. Look at that sunshine. But that will all change as everybody becomes vaccinated and the coronavirus situation alters. So vlog with a view, if you are new or watching this on catch up, is just a ramble round, usually a beach, and a discussion about either something topical or something to do with the coast. So, this week we're going to do coping with COVID. Now, thankfully, that's not as dramatic as it sounds, because touch wood, she says, tapping a skull, touch wood, so far we aren't coping literally with COVID. We've been extremely careful for the last 12 months. We're shielding my elderly parents, so that makes us even more careful than we perhaps might otherwise think necessary. But we are coping with COVID because we're a small business, we're self-employed, and you've probably seen on television that millions of small businesses have fallen through the net of the, let's face it, quite generous grants that many other businesses have managed to claim. So for some of us included, there's been no furlough on 80% pay while you kind of rest and rewind and uncharge your batteries. There's been no £10,000 grants, there's been nothing, not a sausage, nada, nix, nothing. And if you watched our Brew at 2 this week, you might have heard me getting a little aerated about a comment that somebody had made, not in a sort of a nice way, but in a derisory, I'm telling you off way, that I should be stopping indoors and I should be not spreading my germs. So number one, I very much doubt that I have actually got any germs because I've not been anywhere to catch any, and I've not got any symptoms. Number two, I observe all of the current guidance regarding hand washing and all the rest of it. And number three, it's my job. I was told it wasn't a job. They're amateur videos and it's not a job. Well, I'm sorry, but I beg to differ, because for almost 30 years I've been self-employed. I've paid my own tax, I've floated my own boat, I've earned my own income. I have had not a cracker off the state. The only time I've ever had anything off the state was when I had chicken pox about 25 years ago probably, and I had a fortnight on the sick. So that was my one claim to fame. But nonetheless, I'm sure other people have wondered, so I thought I would kind of explain what the situation is, because I'm not the only one who's coping with COVID, and we all go through life situations in different ways. You know, it's like if you've got a family illness, if somebody, God forbid, gets cancer, the person that's got it is the patient that feels the pain, but the family feel a different kind of pain in a different kind of way. And it's just as bad for all of you. And I know that from personal experience. And COVID's the same. You know, some families have tragically, well, a lot of families have tragically been affected too many people have died, too many people have been seriously ill, and too many people are living with long-term effects. But also there are legions of people like us that have had a business, traded reasonably well, looked after themselves, floated their own boat, being self-sufficient, and then you come to this and everything that you've worked for just, well, what can you say? It just has the potential to evaporate. And in our case, you know, we started with nothing, absolutely nothing, and over 30 years we've built a business up that has paid for our life. So there's sort of two angles to it. Number one, you're worrying about where your money's going to come from, and number two, the work and the effort and the how would you say it, the investment that you put into your own business is totally different to working for somebody else. And if you've never been self-employed, you probably got absolutely no idea what I'm on about. But when you're self-employed, you literally live and die by your last job. And if you're not on your A game all the time, doing everything to the best of your ability, you lose your customers and you don't earn any money. And you invest such a lot in being self-employed, it's just totally different. So you can understand why after 30 years, I'm not keen to just sit by and watch my life's work evaporate in a puff of smoke. So yes, it is a job. It's not a hobby. We've deliberately, over the last, well, certainly 5 years, been on a path. We've had a strategic long-term view that Visit Fylde Coasts will be our core business. We've changed our business and changed. I'm just looking at the little birds inside of me. Change the work that we do and the customers that we've got so that we can achieve our long-term goal. And I'm not prepared to just sit back and say, oh well, one person wants me to stop at home, so I better do. But at the same time, you've got to be careful. You've got to maintain the rules and regulations and do everything that you can. And like I said, we're shielding my elderly parents, and I would not live with myself if I thought I'd gone somewhere and done something that had enabled me to bring coronavirus home, that had resulted in their serious illness or even worse, their death. I mean, you know, would you really? So last January was our 10th anniversary. Oh, that's gorgeous. Look at that sunshine. Last January was the 10th anniversary of Visit Fylde Coast, and everything was going swimmingly. We were on a roll, we were steaming, we got traffic to our websites coming out the top of our head. I mean, in fairness, we've not done bad this year, given the fact that we've been in totally different circumstances. But then COVID happened. And in the absence of any grants and all the rest of it, I'm up to about for a month, if I'm honest. I'm up to about for a month thinking, woe is me, and the world's come to an end and the end is nigh. And then I thought, pull yourself together, girl. That's no attitude. So we diversified. We did what loads of other people have done. We changed the way that we do things. We've done it before and we've done it again. So we found ways to evolve Visit Fylde Coast, and we found ways to carry on. And one of the ways that we've evolved is by doing these videos, because it would never have even entered my head to get up one morning and say, oh, I know, today I'm going to be a YouTuber. Wouldn't have even crossed my mind. I'd had a YouTube channel for 10 years and done nothing with it. So I thought, right, left foot forward. it started off originally as a way to bring brightness to your days, really, because I knew that people were stuck at home and couldn't get to the coast and couldn't do what I'm doing now and enjoy walking on an empty beach. So I thought, well, if I do videos, they'll be able to see what it looks like. And you know, we've made some lovely friends. We've built a really nice community. There's some really lovely people, and they join us every week, and we have a laugh and a chat and pass the time, and it's worth it just for that. But it's our job. It's our livelihood. I happen to be lucky enough to live at Cleveleys. So this is my front garden. I've not come somewhere that I shouldn't come. This is literally my front garden. And when I'm going out making videos, I'm deliberately picking places which are quiet. I know that there won't be many people, and I can do what I need to do safely. In fact, when I go out and come back, there's more people outside my own house than there is where I'm going to. And at weekends, when it's sunny, we just feel like we're prisoners in our own property because we don't want to go out. So many people about. So that's my well, I won't say rant. It's not really a rant, but that's my thought for today. So how are you coping with COVID? If you enjoy what we do and enjoy watching our videos and rambles and sojourns and whatnot, you're always very welcome to buy us a coffee. A virtual coffee, that is, not a real one. There's a link in the description below, and all donations and everything that you contribute all go back into making new content and keeping this channel going. And at the moment we're fundraising for a pair of microphones so that we can go out when all this COVID stuff's done, and we can do interviews and things with people. So how are you coping with COVID? Are you finding it nearly 12 months in that you've really had enough? Are you alright with it? Have you accepted it? Have you kind of got used to it? I think we've all got used to it. It's just becoming so normal now. Be interesting to see what the world looks like when it's over and done with. I just hope that you all cope well with COVID. Don't want anybody catching it. Don't want anybody feeling like they've really suffered, or anybody, well, getting pushed to the edge, shall we say. So you take care now. Don't forget, if you've not already done so, make sure that you've subscribed, and we'll keep your spirits up. We'll do our best, and you can join us for Brew at 2 on Tuesday as well. That's worth a laugh if it's nothing else. So I'll see you soon. You'll take care now. Bye.